I'm the big LG Doc Gallows, and you're watching the Wrestling Junkies. Boom.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I'm joined by that handsome devil, the podcast dad. Can you see and hear me today?
This is weird. It's actually working. Knock on wood. I don't know what happened yesterday, but here we are. Hey, it happens. So you roll with the punches. I'm all hyped up on caffeine because I got to work the overnight shift tonight. So I am.
Sounds fucking terrible.
Well, I'm going in at midnight, so I'm going to be up and about. So I'm all hyped up on caffeine, ready to go. Real quick, peek behind the curtain. Before we went live, you said, "Hey, notes are in the app." I go to the app. Oh, there's the notes, and then we got a little grocery list here.
Oh yeah.
That you might have put in there. What in the hell is a Baconator burrito, and how do I get my hands on it?
Dude, okay, so I found this recipe on TikTok today, right? I'll send it to you. It was on TikTok, but dude, it looks fucking incredible. So yeah, that's going in the meal prep rotation for next week. But Mark is already in the chats. Good evening to you as well, my friend. I know it's late over there in the UK. Thank you to everybody that's joining us tonight. As always, you can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, please do us a huge favor and subscribe to that YouTube channel. Podcast Dad, tell them why.
Because we have fun. That's why. And you want to come have fun and talk to super strong style winner. You want to see that? Subscribe. I mean, I don't know what else I have to sell you on that.
We're a lot of fucking fun around here. There's plenty of room at the table, so pull up a seat. Also, shout out to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net on all social media platforms. Podcast Dad, May 23rd. We're going live for 24 hours. The entire Main Event Wrestling Network. It's become a Memorial Day tradition, and the Junkies are back in that morning show slot.
There we are. I see Max back there getting prepped for my Eggs Benedict, so I'm excited. Did not see that on the list, so that might be the next week's grocery list, but that's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, sure. You're not that special right now. He's doing something. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, May 23rd. Check that out. We'll be on 8 to 10 a.m. We've got some incredible guests that we're getting lined up, so stay tuned for that. And this coming Tuesday, Jack Hartwheel joins the Wrestling Junkies podcast for the first time. We're going to talk Evolve. We're going to talk AAA. We're going to talk everything in between. Next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Podcast Dad. How fucking pumped are you for this? This is
again, subscribe to the podcast. You can see fun interviews like this. But let's get to it, man. We're here today. We got our UK friends here. It is late, so let's not leave them. Let's not leave them in the waiting room. Let's not leave them in the comments. Let's get going to accommodate our UK friends.
You are correct. I mean, this is a big one, guys. I mean, fresh off of winning the 2026 Super Strong Style 16 tournament, one of easily the most entertaining, unpredictable, and unforgettable personalities in all of wrestling is back with us tonight. The Spectacular Twat himself, Charles Crowley, joins the Wrestling Junkies podcast after a huge weekend. Charles, hello, friend. How are you?
Hello. I'm very tired. How are you? You good?
Not nearly as good as you. I mean, I know you're tired, but this was a very rewarding weekend for you.
No, it was insane. Oh man, I'm so tired. And the thing is, I say that only purely because I am surprised at how tired I am. I think it actually goes back to just over a week before Strong Styles in Canada for a week. 4 shows in a row. I flew back to the UK to Riot Cabaret, defend my championship. On that same day I landed, and then I had like training and all this kind of stuff for Super Strong Style. And then that happened and I got through it, and I didn't just get through it. I won it. And I think even then everything after that, just social media, the feeling, just letting it sink in. I'm just like, it's a lot, you know?
Yeah, I mean, so let's go back to that moment. I mean, it's you, Charlie Sterling in the finals. I mean, what's the first thing that goes through your mind when that bell rings? You realize you have won Super Strong Style 16.
Oh, the first thing isn't. Well, I guess it is that. It's just, but it's disbelief, because it's just so overwhelming. It's incredibly overwhelming because it's taken me days to really let it sink into the magnitude of what I've accomplished, because it means so much to anybody. But for someone like myself to win Strong Style, someone that, you know, maybe is a little bit more against the grain, but the you know, the fans and the crowd were so there for it, and then for it to happen, it's just overwhelming. So when it happened, you know, everyone just floods the stage, and I'm absolutely, genuinely, physically and mentally spent, and I'm just looking at everyone, and I'm just desperately trying to take it in, and everyone is just beaming, and I'm just letting it sink in, and I've just managed to do that. It's crazy. Immense pride is the quick answer, but it's just so overwhelming. Immense pride, because I know how hard I've worked and how hard I am working, and this is just the beginning. But so it's just like you climb this massive mountain just to get here, and then you're like, oh man, this means I get a title shot for Progress Wrestling, and I'm just like, oh shit, like, God, I'm so tired. But you know, an incredible experience that I'll remember for the rest of my life, and I'm obviously immensely proud.
And I mean, Mark puts it best. You're in the same company as Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr. What's that feel like?
I mean, you know what? I hear that, and they are two very specific wrestlers known for a very specific style. And the one thing I will allow myself to say when someone says something like that, especially at this stage, is that I can say the same for me, is that there is no one like me, and there is no one that does what I do. No one can do exactly what I'm doing. You know, and I would say the same goes for those two. So to win Strong Style alone is as in like that in itself is incredible. But to do it as me in spectacular fashion with all my tricks, and not just to rely on them, but to use them just to benefit everything, like to do it my way is what I'm most proud of.
Love that.
Let's talk about this tournament grind. What was the hardest part of surviving this weekend?
The hardest part of this weekend, well, you know what, it all happened. It didn't happen so fast, but there was a lot, because you know, you've got day one. I have Elijah Blum, who's just this absolute beast in himself, and he's so talented. He comes in here, but he just overwhelm him with trickery and shenanigans, which I really enjoyed, and fair play to him. He dealt with it very well. But that was a bit more of my comfort zone. Then I go against someone like Jay Joshua, who is the Rev Pro champion. Like, this is someone that is literally Strong Style personified, you know? And so that was the one where I was like, you know, I the only, you know, that I've learned the lesson in the past not to wrestle like other people. You know, look, we're talking about people like Ospreay, we're talking to people like Zack Sabre Jr. If I try and wrestle their match, then I'm screwed. You know, if I try and wrestle Jay Joshua's match, I'm screwed. So, but I have to be able to keep up with the way he wrestles, which I did, and then use how I wrestle to get on top of him. And I scraped by. So, you know, but to scrape by that match, which is the semifinals, doesn't fill you with the most fire in the world when you've got another whole match to go. Someone like Charlie Sterling, who is massive, by the way, deceivingly so. And not that his other matches weren't brutal at all, but at the same time, he'd found ways to bypass some of it, and he's going in there fresh. I'm going in there in immense pain. And it was just, that was probably the thing when I'm walking to the ring for the final match. I was like, here we go. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to give it everything I've got,
Yeah, I mean, and they certainly did not make things easy. You had to spend some time with the trainers, I'm sure, before you actually went into the finals there. But even in that moment, was there anything, leading up to this match where you're like, shit, I might actually pull this off?
You know what? Before my trip to Canada, not as confident. I was just like, this is huge. I'm just going to I had less assurance. Then I'm very, very grateful for Smash Wrestling in Canada, because that allowed me to just go out there. And I love just being unapologetically me and just giving something different and just getting the reps in against amazing wrestlers like Vaughn Vertigo and LJ Cleary, and just managing to wrestle them out there, come back, tape Mayfairs and all this. And I'm just like, you know what? And I had a massive surge of confidence, I guess is the word, but just like, no, you know what? I so belong here. And I think, there's like a PTSD almost in my head of like, maybe early days, people telling me that I don't. Maybe people telling me I shouldn't do this because they haven't seen that before, so it's going to be silly. If they haven't seen it before, they think it can't be done. Actually, it just means someone's going to be the first person to ever do it. And when I realized that, I was just like, right, let's go.
I'm going to pull up some questions from the chat here. So, okay. Wrestling Pedigree, thank you so much for watching. 2 questions. What was the powder from the monkey? And then number 2, what was it like doing promos with Lio Rush backstage? Congratulations and thank you for an awesome weekend.
Thank you so much. And I'm just so glad everyone enjoyed it, the reactions from the crowd. By the way, let me just say, I have rewatched just the clips of the reactions of people.
Yeah.
Over and over again, and every time I watch it I feel something different. It's just insane. The powder. Listen, I don't know why you're asking me, first of all, but if Sebastian is on the heavy stuff, then that's going to be a problem. We can't be failing wellness checks, you know what I mean? So I cannot answer that question because, I don't know. I feel like if it was anything too dodgy, it would have fired up Charlie Sterling, and it didn't. It did the opposite. Fair. So there you go. Yeah. And just being outside and having any interaction with Lio Rush is an experience in itself. This is also why I'm tired, because that was intense. But I love Lio Rush. I love Blackheart. I love him just because I am an admirer of the unique. I'm an admirer of people that are willing to lean in to who they are, who they always wanted to be, and embrace that. And that's scary, especially, I've said this before, someone like Lio Rush that's evolving and daring to be this bold in the spotlight. That's wild. So I admire that. So just to have an interaction with him, I love it. I'm just like watching him, and he's like looking over here, and this is me. I'm erratic as hell. Do you know what I mean? So like, if he's looking here, I'm like, why are you looking at it? I feel like our energies bounce off each other so well. And I find it very interesting, and I would like to know more about him and what on earth is going on in his head.
You might be the only one.
Yeah.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Mark wants to know, how big was the lasagna that you had on Monday night?
That's actually so funny, because I did have a huge lasagna. Actually, I had it. I had it Tuesday. It was huge. It was humongous. I've been on like leading up to Strong Style. I've been doing a very, very heavy duty PT thing with diet, food, and gym, and all this. And I was, I don't know, I built up to 4,300 calories, and I was like, but that was like clean carbs and all this. So I wasn't allowed my precious lasagna. So after that, I had an absolute beast of a lasagna. I did like a mini cut beforehand, so my like stomach had shrunk. So I forced it down me though, because you can't leave lasagna. And I just sat there with this massive belly, full of lasagna. Felt a little bit sick, but it was massive. It definitely served, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 people.
There you go.
It was gluttony, pure gluttony.
Champions lasagna. I can't believe
That's it. That's it.
We've had you on the show a few times over the last, 6 months, and you've talked about, changing your mentality, getting to the top of progress. The atmosphere around your run just felt so different this time around. Did you feel the crowd rallying behind you the entire tournament?
Yes. Yeah, it was great. I always feel like I've been very fortunate to have a strong section of the crowd behind me. I just this just felt like, and I don't know why, I can't speak for the fans, but I don't know. I think because of their energy, it felt right to me. So clearly it felt right to them that this was my time, that and maybe they could see the work I've put in. Maybe they can see, because again, like Leo Rush in the Spotlight, they've been watching my, in-ring transformation over the years. I was on shows early because I could handle a microphone, and I could talk to a crowd, and I could tell stories, and I was capable in ring, but I wasn't at this level of some of the people that I mentioned. Bloody hell, God, using the two like best in the world, but like as an example earlier, but I think they've seen my journey, and they've literally watched me work my ass off and just improve anything that, wasn't as polished. And maybe they just, they're like, it's his time. It has to be his time. And I felt that energy from them. And that helped me believe. I was like, yeah, you're right. You're so right. Let's go. So, it felt incredible. Just as well, they were really, really there throughout the entire time of each match. It makes it so much easier. And not everyone has that luxury, of the crowd being so unbelievably vocal and willing to be like, hey, we are here every step of the way with you. Yeah. But I felt it, and it was incredible.
So, along those same lines, I mean, one of the things that I think makes your work so unique is that people can laugh with you 1 minute, but then completely buy into you emotionally the next. And we saw that on full display this weekend. Is that balance something that you consciously work on, or what is it that you tap into that just gets everybody to bite like that? Let's see. It might have frozen up there a little bit. We'll give it a second here. Give me 1 second. Into the chat here.
It is a handsome face to look at, though.
I mean, no joke.
Much better than our faces when they froze.
That was give me 1 second here. Let's see how that.
Absolutely fine. Again, it's late in the UK.
Hard subject to change. Yeah, it's.
We appreciate everybody watching, by the way, right now.
Yes,
as we get Charles back on. But if you guys are watching, please hit that subscribe button, so we can continue to have some fun like this and get guests like Charles on the show. Charles, you're back.
There he is.
Hello, what happened?
I think Sebastian is doing something over there.
Doing the wires over there.
Someone's touched him. When you touch the monkey, bad things happen. So you said one of the things, and then you both froze, and I went, guys," and then it all just went away.
I'll gladly repeat it. So one of the things that makes you and your work so unique is that people laugh with you and have fun with you one moment and buy into you emotionally the next. So is that a balance that you consciously work on, or what is that sweet spot that you think invites a crowd to do that?
Good question. I think the thing is, right, I think as time's gone on, people can tell that, yes, I'm a bit of a showman because I enjoy that aspect, right? And I like to be a little bit flamboyant. I like to add a little bit of flair. I like to have a little bit of jokes. But it is genuinely me. Like when people, and I sell merch, I literally throw my suitcase on the floor and just pull out the t-shirts away from the tables. Everyone's like, "What's he doing on the floor?" And it is just kind of. It's just the way I am, and unfortunately it means my t-shirts aren't organized and they have to wait ages for me to find an extra large. So like, I think what you see is just, me magnified on stage. So I like to think people appreciate the effort and energy that goes into the spectacular side, the entrance, the gear. I love that stuff. And I hope people like see that and go, "Oh, that looks awesome!" Like my gear for Strong Style, it cost me my life, but it was made by Airhead Diva. That talking of Osprey, like I'm sure at some point, if not still does, makes Osprey's gear.
Fantastic. Okay.
And I'm so proud of that. So there's that element, but it's still me. And they talk to me outside the ring, and you can just tell it's just me, and I'm just a bit weird like that. So hopefully what I'm saying is I'm relatable, and they know that there's that connection there because the connection is genuine. Like it's not like I've never been trying to get the crowd going, and I'm not knocking every other single wrestler in the world that does that, but like that's not me. I'm just more like, I don't know, even if it's my own way, like I'll just, if I genuinely want that energy, I'm like, "God, give it to me, please." So it's just it's different, and hopefully people like can tell that I mean it, so hopefully that connection's there.
Yeah, well, Wrestling Pedigree says it. My son met Crowley this weekend, became a big fan, that he was determined that Crowley will win Super Strong Style 16 and wants to be creative like him. So it's working.
That's so cool. That's so cool. And I tell you what, I love comments like that, because there was a time where, when I got into wrestling, the aesthetic was changing into what was deemed strong style at the time. And then that became the thing that wrestling was now, and a lot of people were doing a similar thing like that, similar aesthetic, similar style, and it's just, I can do that, and I absolutely have that aspect of, as you all saw at Strong Style, I absolutely can do that. Otherwise I wouldn't have won the Strong Style tournament. But at the same time, I never wanted to lose the other quirky aspects of me, because like creative's a lovely word, and it's nice to hear someone else offer me that description, because there's so much that we haven't seen in wrestling yet. There's a lot of people seem to think that like, wrestling's been done, we're just doing something different, like we're taking something that's already been done and we're changing it. I'm like, I don't know, like it kind of depends. I don't think we should put it in a box. I think let's think outside the box and see new things. I really want to be a wrestler like that shows people new things. So that, to hear comments like that is just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, you're out there inspiring children. Do you ever think that was going to happen?
No. I don't think, I was like, I'll probably be annoying most people. So if I'm out there inspiring children, that is so badass.
Mark says, any of those XL t-shirts left?
No, Mark. I actually do think a lot of them went, but I might have an XL t-shirt for you, Mark. Maybe.
Mark, you might have some competition, because I wear XL, so I also want a t-shirt.
All that I'm hearing is that medium is up for grabs.
Oh,
yeah, nice.
Sorry, all the adult styles are gone. Yes, sorry.
I'll find you all t-shirts, don't worry.
So certainly the landscape and progress has changed. You are the Strong Style champion. However,
Indeed.
we do have a new men's heavyweight champion in Cara Noir. What was your reaction to see Cara Noir winning that title? And now that's your guy. That's the one you're gonna go against potentially. How are we feeling about that?
Oh, so many things. So it's funny, you know, obviously you can't, you know, it's like how, you know, if you're in the shower, you imagine your award acceptance speech and all this. So, you know, you imagine that you're going to be against someone like Doris. And you think, oh yeah, how's that going to be? You know, if I do manage to do this, this is how this is going to be. This is how this is going to be. And I genuinely thought it would be Doris. And it wasn't. So that adds to the whole thing of me. Like I watched that and I saw that and I went, oh. And you know, Cara Noir is an interesting one because I beat him recently in a match and I didn't. I won the match, but he, you know, I am yet to have a match with Cara Noir where he is giving me all of Cara Noir. For whatever reason, whether that's his choice or not, I haven't had that. So it's hard to know because I kind of wish, you know, I'd have had elements of him. You think I'd be able to prepare more and all this kind of stuff. But this is the thing, Cara Noir is also like me. He likes to do things that are out of the box. Now, I embrace that. Because I can't prepare for him, but he can't prepare for me. Like he may watch my stuff, but that's the whole point of my stuff. There's always something new. So you're just going to watch that and he's going to be like, right, I've got to prepare for everything. Expect the unexpected. And I guess I'll do the same. But, you know, one thing's for sure, it's going to be incredibly creative.
Yeah, it's going to be something.
It's going to be something.
And validate my point right there, Mr. Cincinnati. Adult sizes. Just
wow. Wow.
That too, Mark. Really? That's, you know, it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. But along those lines, I mean, this is a unique matchup for sure. But does it almost feel like destiny in some weird theatrical kind of way?
Yes, it does. You know, Cara Noir has, you know. There's a big shadow that Cara Noir casts on the British scene and beyond. You know, when I was getting into wrestling, he was, you know, finding the Black Swan and presenting here, you know, and it just was so huge and it just took him to this like elite level. So to grow and find myself in that shadow that is so vast, you're right. There is this kind of like, you know, this. Some people might be like, oh, you know, he's trying to be like this, trying to be like that. And it's not the case. Yeah. I will never try and be anybody else. I will always want to be Charles Crowley. So, and Cara Noir thinks the same way. So I agree. I think it's going to be, yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but you know what? That's the beauty of a match like that, because truthfully, if he gives me everything and I am in the position to give him everything, it's going to be something that people have never, ever seen before. And it should be one of the biggest matchups that my brain can actually fathom, because I don't know how it's going to be, which I just think is so insane. Like, if people aren't watching that, what are we doing? You know?
Yeah. And let's talk about Doris real quick as well. Won the Super Strong Style last year and kind of helped with this new boom period in progress. What do you think his title reign meant to the company?
I genuinely believe that no one has capitalized on the Progress Championship as much as Doris has. He has taken that championship all over the world. He has wrestled with it and defended it so many times in so many places. So not only is the Progress Championship obviously elevated him, but he's, you know, an incredible example of someone what the Progress Championship means. Like, it really puts you beyond, like, not just on the map, but everyone wants that championship, and he was like, right then, everyone have a go. And the fact that he had that championship for so long is just a testament to how good he is, because he is good, annoyingly so. And all the Nans in the world like him, as we all know right now. I don't know if you've seen, he's been on the news because Nans are obsessed with it.
Yes.
So I'm sure everybody has seen that now. So this is what happens. I need that championship so Nans like me as well.
It all comes out. That's the goal. That's the goal.
This is the ultimate goal, is to get Nan's approval.
So Charles Wrestling Pedigree wants to know, is there someone who you think will win it next year?
Oh, wow. Well, this is the beauty of it. Who knows who's going to be in it next year? You never know who's, like, there's rising stars at the moment. Like, I don't know if Progress is still doing NPS, but if not, there's no reason why people like, Tommy Vril, who is up and coming, wrestling is ballet. He's just had a WWE tryout. Someone like him being in Super Strong Style, because he hits hard. I've wrestled him. He hits very hard. He is someone that, again, like me, just thinks outside the box. I went to tie up with him, and he was like crawling along the floor, and I was like, oh my God, why? So someone like him, and then there's also people like Simon Miller, and he's someone that, again, in the spotlight has gotten better and better and better, and he is unforgivingly, like, brutal to himself. That man has a smile on his face at all times, but I tell you what, backstage he's like, God, I need to do better. Like, he's so intense. So someone like Simon Miller is absolutely, again, who knows, but I just feel like it's going to be a dickhead next year. I don't know, like, I'm just too adorable, so I think next year it's going to be someone that's really sassy or a bit of a bellend.
Is a certain Iron Queen happy with your win?
I think she's happy. I think she's happy. I mean, she's clearly going through something at the moment. But yeah, I think she's very happy, very proud. And I mentioned online, I always wear the Cheeky Little Buggers armband as memory of that, because it's one of my favorite times in my wrestling career, and allowed me to evolve, allowed her to evolve, and look at her now. She's Progress Women's Champion, Rev Pro Champion, body style. Oh, she's champion of everything. Beat Mercedes Moné. So very, very, very cool. And yeah, I think she's proud. Maybe she won't actually say it, but I think she is.
The UK wrestling scene just feels on fire right now. Are you guys feeling that backstage?
Yeah. The it's real weird, because there was a time where the UK scene was just kind of like, all this talent was just sapped out of it, because NXT UK, and it's like, we've got them now, and it's like, wait, we're learning from them. So like, especially for someone like me, that like, and not everyone was gone. We had amazing teachers left, but there were less, and so it started to have to rebuild, but with less tools. And that is a testament to the British scene, because everyone is so passionate about wrestling, and it's not just the British scene, but of course, but like, despite that happening, everyone just kept going, kept learning, kept making mistakes, and then learning from them, because that's now the way we've got to do it, if we don't all have these people that are left to learn from. And it's just built and built and built, and now look at us now. It really feels like it's thriving, like, and fortunately for us, people have come back, and they pop by, and we have, like, people that went to NXT coming back and teaching everyone what they learned, what's next. People getting signed from the UK scene, like Will Cruz, or Mason Rook, and Rain, and it's just kind of like, it's just incredible, and the UK tryouts recently, it's amazing. And it feels electric. It really feels like so much is happening, but it also feels like more colors being added to it. And everyone's smashing it. Everyone's really, really supportive of each other as well, which I love. Wrestling has those moments where that's not always the case, but at the moment, everyone is like, you know what? We're in this together. The whole scene's coming up. We've got this. So, and I tell you what, like, I walked back after my win through the curtain, and just people were clapping, and the wrestlers were there and they were clapping, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I broke down a little bit. Just because I wasn't expecting that, like that's not been my journey. It's not been anyone's journey. No one's coddled in wrestling. Do you know what I mean? But just to come back through that curtain and have, that respect for what they've just watched was just insane. And I will never forget that. So the scene is good, and I like to think it's in good hands.
Love that. And along those lines, Wrestling Pedigree wants to know what your thoughts are on Holly Barlow, who also made her debut in the Super Strong Style tournament, came up short against Emerson Jane, but incredible match nonetheless.
Holly Barlow is a little shit. No, Holly Barlow is very, 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 very entertaining. And actually not just entertaining, because that's what people said about me for a long time, and it's the best the compliment. It's not meant to be something that's it, but she's incredibly entertaining, but she's a fantastic wrestler as well. And I like Holly Barlow because she just goes out there and she just says, she makes things happen. Like, she's just like, oh, I want a Proteus championship match, and I'm like, that girl's gonna get it. Like, that girl is absolutely going to get a Proteus championship match. I just know it. So, I think she's fantastic. I think she's so clearly a crowd favorite. In fact, I don't know who it was, but when they said, oh, Charles Crowley can't do the final match, I heard that, and I was like, what? And then I heard someone in the crowd go, Holly Barlow. And I was like, whoa. Give me that microphone. Let me out there. I think she's the crowd love her. I think she's fantastic, and I think she's going to be a very big deal.
Yeah, other than yourself, obviously, and we've just talked about Holly, is there any other names right now that we should be keeping an eye on over the next 6 months to a year?
Well, Holly Barlow is absolutely one of them, like you said, and like I said, I just want to say Tommy Vrill again, because I just think he's fantastic, and there's people like Leon Cage as well. There's loads of like younger UK guys. The WWE tryout has showcased, because it was a bunch of mainly younger guys, but whoa, there is some insane talent, and they are just getting better and better and better. But there's also people that have been doing this for a while, and people like Nico Angelo that just look at that guy. He's terrifying, and he's also consistently growing muscles like tumors, and he's just unbelievably massive already. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and yet he can do a shooting star and all this. So I don't know. It's tricky because we've actually mentioned loads of people, but I'm going to say people we've mentioned. It's weird to say on the who to watch, but I just want to see Leo Rush do so. I want to see where he's going. I want to know more about him. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to think off the top of my head right now, who else that is on the up, and I'm just having a blank. So that's it. Tate Mayfair. Screw Tate Mayfair. He's a rat. It would be nice. It would be nice to see Tate Mayfair's back in progress for sure, just so I can punch him in his stupid face.
Mark has thrown out Joe Lando and Sapphire Reed, both also
good shout. See, this is good. This works well for me. Joe Lando, where the hell is he? Where is CPF? Get them back in progress. I love CPF. I literally messaged them and I was like, teach me how to do a shooting star. So that's my little secret journey at the moment. That's not so secret. So I'm you wait till I bash out a shooting star. Everyone's going to lose their shit. It'll be thanks to Joe Lando.
Yes, we are.
Shooting Star Press going to win you the Men's World Championship. Is that what we're hearing?
Oh well, I hope so. If I'm going to bash something like that, and also just to confirm, Sapphire Reed, absolutely, again, phenomenal. And also, Sapphire Reed was someone that was in one of my first ever training sessions for wrestling ever. And I don't know, at that point, she must have been like a fetus because she's so young. And but all I remember is her like doing like backflips and like German suplexing people, and I was there. I got started at like 25 and I was like, what the hell is this? So like she was like an absolute natural at that point, and I was just not. So I think she's gonna like the world is hers, really.
Connor Mills, another name that was thrown out.
Oh yeah, but Connor Mills, yeah, 100%. So Connor Mills, right? Is what I love about Connor Mills. He scares me a little bit as well, though. Is that he is someone that again personifies strong style, but he's found this edge, man, and that's growing. Like you can just tell he's found like what makes him like unique. He's got this flair, and I think we've only seen just a little bit of that. I think that's going to grow. I think that's going to polish, and that aspect of him, because his in-ring is just insane. Like insane. Anytime I watch him, I literally get secondhand pain from watching some of the strikes he does on people. And I'm just like, oh, at least he wasn't in this tournament, so that's nice. But I had Jay Joshua, which is basically the same. So brutal. But yeah, Connor Mills is a great shout.
Love it. Last one, Jerry Bakewell.
Oh, do not underestimate Jerry Bakewell. Jerry Bakewell. One time, Jerry Bakewell, many moons ago, I had a match with him in Wrestle Carnival, and he snapmared me 20 times in a row. And I remember just, I don't know, at number like 12, just being like, where am I? And just like, what is going on? And I remember literally being like, oh no. And it just went on. And then it only stopped because he got tired.
Oh, okay.
It was really weird. It was really wild. I'll never forget it.
Mark wants to see a shooting star press from the Progress
balcony.
Legal issues, Mark. I'll get told off, but that has never stopped me before. So you're probably right.
So Charles, as we kind of wrap up here, floor is yours. What message would you like to send to everyone that supported you through Super Strong Style 16 this year? And what's next?
Please don't leave me. I need all the support I can get. But I honestly, the obvious. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because not only did you immensely help make everything possible in the first place, but I don't know. It's given me fuel. I've learned from the 2 days. It's not just a thing where it's like I've done it. It's like, no, these 2 days have absolutely changed me as a wrestler, and without the crowd's backing, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So like I'm a different wrestler. Like even from those 2 days that all that crowd has seen me and supported me, the next time you see me, I will be different. I am forever evolving, and that's what I insist on giving the crowd, not just at Progress but everywhere, because I want them to see that journey. I want them to see that I'm never going to stop getting better. And if you're with me now, I will do everything in my power to, make you proud, but also to entertain you along the way. I am so proud to be a wrestler on Progress Wrestling because of the crowd there, because they make my job so much easier and they make it absolutely worthwhile. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Awesome. Where can everybody keep up with you on social media and
That's me crying.
And where can people keep up with you on social media and like plug any shows you got coming up?
My social media handle is at Crowley Carnival. Twitter, Instagram, probably Facebook, but I don't look at it. So mainly Twitter and Instagram. And just, I mean, you can, I like to think I'll be at Progress again. So you can watch me there. You watch me, defend my championship at Riot Cabaret, but just please, like, anywhere you see me, I think I've got some stuff at ICW. I'm back in Canada soon. I've got the US visa. So, anywhere in the US that's like, hey, look, can you just pop over? Just let me know. I'm here. I'm ready to go. And I think I've got some very, very exciting things coming up. Oh, there we go. But I've got some exciting things coming up that I can't say too much about. So just anywhere that wants me, let me know. Send me a message. Slide into my DMs, and I'll reply.
Mark wants to know Japan again soon.
Japan, well, maybe it's one of the things. Who knows? But yeah, just it kind of depends who wants me and when, because the year is a wild one already. So stay tuned.
Can't wait. Congratulations once again. You've worked your ass off to get here, and we can't wait to see what's next. We got a really good feeling about 2026 for Charles Crowley, and we can't wait to see it all come to fruition. So thank you again for joining us, and thank you to everybody that's watched tonight. Remember to like, share, subscribe. We're having a lot of fun here. We'll be back on Monday to talk SmackDown, preview Raw, a little bit of Backlash, Fallout as well. So again, thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. Charles, stick around for a second as we sign off, but that is going to do it for us. Thank you so much for the Spectacular Imp. For the podcast that I am Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies Podcast, and until Monday, enjoy those grabs, guys.